Hi, my name is Rachelle Smith, certified personal fitness trainer, professional speaker, and author. Last time, I highlighted the wonderful story of my 83-year-old buddy, Mrs. Jan, and how she still remains very fit and active at her age and is absolutely loving life. This time, I'm actually quite delighted to be here in Novi, Michigan with Michael Ayerst here at Choi Kwang Do facility here, and award-winning, saw the sticker on the door, saw the best, Channel 4. Congratulations to you on that honor. I'm certainly looking forward to sharing your story with my viewers here today. And so thanks so much for your time. And so first off, what exactly is Choi Kwang Do?
Well, Choi Kwang Do is a scientifically based martial art. It helps more of a healing process. It's a holistic martial art. Traditional martial arts are based in just that tradition. They do lockout movements in some cases, or they haven't changed with the times of knowledge. We know the scientifically based things that we do. We're rounded movements. We develop power from the ground up, and so on and so forth. So I think Choi Kwang Do is a much healthier way to go. It's biased, of course. It's helped me out tremendously in my life from what I've done as far as being an athlete in college, messing my knees up. Never thought I'd be able to do anything competitive or something of this nature until I kind of crossed Choi Kwang Do about 15 years ago.
And how did you get started in terms of being a student, then obviously an owner here of this facility? What's that journey been like?
Oh, it's a long one. My daughter was 3.5 years old. She decided she wanted to do martial arts. And she's like, I want to do that. I'm like, okay. So we talked to the instructor, got her signed up, and the instructor was like, oh, by the way, we have adult programs too. It's like, okay, cool, I can do that. So my daughter trained in her Little Dragon program, and then I went off to the adult program at the hour class that I took, and I just started doing it. I had gained a lot of weight through being a stay-at-home dad, not really watching my diet very well and not being disciplined at all. And I started training, and I did nothing different. I thought, well, I would at least try this training. So I started training, and about a year later, I had lost 40 pounds. I went from 275 pounds to somewhere in the neighborhood of 230, 235, and I kind of fluctuated at that point, but that's about where I'm hovering and staying. And it was nothing more than doing twice a week martial arts training. It got me healthier and more fit, and changed my mental disposition. It was just an amazing transformation, all from just wanting to be with my daughter and doing something like that. So, it became a family thing, hers and mine. Eventually, after becoming a school owner, my wife's a first-degree black belt. My oldest son is a second-degree black belt. My daughter just moved off to college, New York City. She's a third-degree black belt. And my youngest son is a first-degree black belt, and my youngest daughter is kind of in there. She's a color belt. She's a gold belt. She's moving along at her own pace at this point. So.
Wow, incredible. So it sounds like this is a great option. Well, first of all, congratulations on your weight loss. And I think folks you need to realize that, yes, I love gyms. I've been in gyms for 22 years. That's been at the heart of my weight loss journey. Well, actually, not weight loss journey, but just my fitness journey. But for those of you who have weight loss goals, I think Michael has an awesome story here to say that there's facilities just like this one that will help you achieve your goals. And like he said, it was what, two or three times a week that you trained and lost all of that weight. Kept it off.
Yeah, kept it off. It wasn't a matter of making a decision to lose weight. That wasn't my goal. My goal was just to be part of something with my daughter. And it kind of evolved into, well, wait a minute, I'm getting into shape, I'm getting healthier, my joints feel better. Because I had gotten hit with a 35-pound weight in college, and it pushed my knee in and stretched all the ligaments and tendons out in there. And every time I would be standing there talking, all of a sudden my knee would just buckle and pop out. After about a year of doing this, I noticed it didn't do it as often, and after about 2 or 3 years, it didn't do it at all. So it was it just totally changed my physiology and my mindset of how I could accomplish things at that point. So martial arts may not be for everybody, but I think it's for a majority of people. And like you were saying, gyms are good. They have their purpose and whatnot, but you don't have to be in a gym atmosphere to create a healthy lifestyle. You can do it in the comfort of your own home. You can clear out a spot in your basement. You can, I was telling you earlier, I've heard of people that just grab the Campbell soup cans and start moving them around and doing things of that nature. It's not a matter of, okay, I have to have those shiny weights, I have to have those machines. It's not that. It's the physiology of just moving and doing. I've got a Fitbit on, And that's another aspect of some of the things that we do here in movement. I mean, it's just moving. It's getting up off the couch, walking through the door and walking through your neighborhood, doing something that you don't normally do. If you normally walk, then maybe you do something in addition to that. There's maybe coming in training for older people. And Choi Kwang Do is great. I mean, we have people, Grandmaster Choi himself is 74 years old, he'll be 75 in March. It's a matter of, if you're starting at 75 years of age, you can come in here and do this. It's not a matter of having to be, physically active or whatnot. You can move, you can stretch. We do great yoga-based stretches in here. Yoga is another good aspect for people that are older. Tai Chi, things that just get you off your couch. And, that's the sedentary lifestyle is not good for anybody.
Oh, definitely.
We have a huge, as you pointed out, an obesity problem in this country, where kids and adults alike are not moving. They're just, sitting at their job. And, you can also get into the whole aspect of nutrition and whatnot. We talk about that here in the school when we train with kids, that we want to have good nutrition. We want to focus on staying away from sugar, staying away from all the, the processed stuff, fruits, vegetables, things of that nature is much better for your body. And, once you can get that mindset at a younger age,
Absolutely.
it's much easier to move forward through the rest of your life with that.
And so it sounds like age ranges you have. What is the typical age range for folks, your students?
My youngest student is 3.5 years old. My oldest student is somewhere around 65, 66.
Wow.
Sorry if I got his age wrong.
Wow, but still just a wide range. And it sounds like this is a great option for families.
Oh, yes.
In terms of,
definitely.
again, a great family activity, like you said, how you got started. You wanted to, your daughter was interested in it, and that's how your journey started. So
Yes, ma'am.
great options. Because it's one thing if you've got a parent who's very fit and very into fitness, but this is something that you can model and also be involved with your children. And I think that's so important for family fitness as opposed to one or two members that are really into it and then everyone else is just kind of on the couch being sedentary doing their own thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And lastly, a question I have for you, of course we can see some of the Choi Kwang Do goals here. What, in terms of the character development, what separates the Choi Kwang Do versus the others, or just maybe even a gym attendance? I like the character and the personal development
definitely.
aspect.
Tell
us more about that.
We go through the principles of Choi Kwang Do, the integrity, gentleness, perseverance, self-control, and unbreakable spirit. Those are our core principles. That's the things that we instill in the children. We recite those before every class. Adults do it as well. We have an adult pledge and a children's promise that they promise to do their best and never give up, and so on and so forth. And we also encourage every student that comes in here gets a copy of a book that I choose. And this segment we're doing Psychology of Winning by Dr. Dennis Waitley. So it's just a matter of getting the mind prepped. It's not about, anybody can learn to punch and kick, and that's fine. And I do believe in a certain amount of self-defense in this world. You need to be able to protect yourself. Not that you ever should have to be able to use it, but you never know, right? But character development, life skills. Taking a kid that, sitting there playing video games instead of, being with the family, having them say yes sir, no sir, what respect is, yes mom, no mom, cleaning their room, making their bed, just some basic fundamentals, and have them work that out and being praised for it. Here's, oh yay, mom said you made your bed, you put all your clothes from the floor into the hamper this time instead of just on the floor, and developing that kind of little goals and character so that when they, move out on their own, they're taking care of themselves. They can do the dishes, they can do the laundry, they can, take care of themselves and have a positive outlook on life and feel good about what they're doing and where they're coming from. Right?
So parents, are you listening? This is actually another option in addition to fitness and all of that, just discipline, just some of the character development. That will help you with them at home. How does that sound? But thank you so much for your time, Michael.
Oh, no problem.
Continued success to you and your family. Just what an inspiring story. And also, too, thank you for sharing your weight loss journey because, folks, again, explore all options. This is something that I pointed out in my upcoming fitness book. Yes, gyms and traditional means are wonderful, but there's opportunities and there's options just like this one that will help you achieve your goals, but also make an impact on your life in terms of just the overall quality of life improving. So explore all of your options, and look forward to talking with you guys more in future episodes. So thanks so much for your time. Make it a wonderfully fit day.